Alarmism. Excessive or exaggerated alarm of a real or imagined threat. Alarmists are allowed to exist, and they should be allowed. There are many things in the world to have concern over, but no matter how large a threat is, there is no reason to be overcome by worry and anxiety. Often, people will make something out to be bigger than it actually is, or even smaller than it actually is. Alarmism, however, is a real concern that you should be able to analyze at face value, followed by deeper investigation. There are two types of alarmism that should be taken into consideration with every event you keep your eyes on. The first type: those who raise alarm because they feel an alarm should be raised. The first type of alarmist is genuinely concerned and wishes to share a truth that may be suppressed or misunderstood by society as a whole. It is, by definition, alarm that is misguided about a problem that isn't as large as they make it out to be. However, it is difficult to discern whether or not an alarm over an event is actually alarmism, or if the raising of alarm is justified. This is why you must weigh out the options based on what you know, and based on those who have earned your respect and trust so far. Just because someone says the raising of an alarm over a subject is a rational raising of alarm, i.e. alarmism, this doesn't mean that there isn't a cause for concern. It simply means the topic is contested, and those who disagree with the alarm are not necessarily in the right frame of understanding. The main point to understand from this: take everything with a grain of salt. Now we move on to the second type of alarmist: those who raise alarm because they know they can profit off of the panic of those who fall prey to being alarmed about world issues. The second type of alarmist is disingenuous. This alarmist understands that the issues they press on those who are willing to listen are not worthy of an alarm in the first place. These alarmists will prey on your emotions and often your wallet. Independent alarmists and media-backed alarmists of this type are usually to be avoided for the sake of your mental health and general well-being. Media-backed alarmism is most likely of the second type, while independent alarmism sits within a gray area that is harder to see through or understand. When it comes to independent alarmists online, YouTube or other platforms, they will often highlight a perceivable threat, whether the threat is real or imagined, and will attempt to suggest to you that the time to prepare has already came and went, but here are some products to get you started. The hard part about identifying which type of alarmist out of the two I have mentioned that a channel or person is that you don't know what that person is thinking, and most scam artists will not reveal their tactics willingly. There are individuals and groups that have a genuine concern over what is happening in the world, and these people and groups will offer links to resources out of a genuine concern for the well-being of others around the world who are coming to know various threats that they were not aware of before. This video isn't to bring any direct criticism to those who raise alarm over subjects, but it is a warning to those who may feel compelled by their emotions to start emptying their wallets and taking drastic measures out of fear. Personally, I feel there is a lot to raise alarm about in this world, but you cannot allow your emotions to override your logical centers of your mind and body. To take action against a threat is to do so with a well-thought-out plan and a measured response. You never want to be flying out of your seat whenever you hear something that shocks you, even when you feel a great urge to do so. Allow these initial emotions to pass and give yourself extra seconds, minutes, hours, days, or even more time to analyze the situation and gauge the level of response you wish to partake in. You don't want to take large measures of action when your mind is clouded by anger or fear. Even if your anger or fear is emotionally justifiable, it will lead you down a path of regret, in which not everything you regret taking action toward can be undone. Don't beat yourself up for being overcome by emotion. Instead, learn how to calm your mind and take logical steps toward improving how you respond to the world around you. Most importantly, do take actions for yourself that you feel you need to take. Don't start making assumptions. Investigate and come to measured conclusions. Don't reel back just from the words I say or the words that anybody else says. To be clouded by emotions prevents you from understanding yourself, the issues of the world, and understanding why people are emotional to begin with. Take care, and may God bless us all on our journeys of self-discovery, self-reflection, and self-preservation.